Hello and welcome to the Midwest Motorsports Sunday night Cup Racing. I'm James Johnson. I'll be joined tonight with Michael Harris Jr. Tonight we're at the Texas Motor Speedway, the world famous track, double dog leg surface. We are good to go for 134 laps tonight. Thanks for joining us. We have 3 sets of tires on the ground, plus the one that we're starting with. Qualifying has taken place, and it's Ty Williams on the pole. Congrats to the 81. Jason Huffman on the front row with him. Trevor Mack, second row, with Aaron Holroyd, Landon Sprinkle, and Justin Thaler round out the third row. Millard Cawthorn, Brandon Thayer, row 4. Robert Olavison, Kevin Mayer, row 5. James Olavison, Clarence Prince, Norm Snyder, and Brandon Cotton is going to start in the pit lane tonight. 134 laps with a competition caution at 20. Michael, we're getting ready to go racing. Happy Sunday to you. What do you think we're going to see tonight?
Well, happy Sunday to the rest of the folks out there, James. And I think we're going to see some fun racing here. Not a lot of cars on the field tonight, so I'm expecting some clean stuff as Ty Williams going to take us green. And boogity boogity, let's go racing, boys!
Let it rip, Michael. Ty Williams in the 81 on the inside.
There he goes. Huffman stinking on the outside, hoping to cut back down there as Trevor Mack is going to fall right into second place. The exciting battle there for second place between these two. Aaron Holroyd hanging on in there in fourth place. JT watching all the action behind them in fifth. And that number 2 Castrol Ford Mustang.
We got some new paint tonight on Trevor Mack, who was making moves up a spot into second.
Well, then he's making that
Aaron
move.
Holroyd also fighting as we're going for the lead. The number 99 on the inside down low, Ty Williams on the outside, Trevor Mack with the new ghost paint. And Aaron also slides by to take over second, as now Ty Williams slots back to third under pressure from Jason Huffman.
Yes, sir. Ty Williams got his lap led right there, and I think he's going to take it easy here till the first pit stop for tires. I think is what he's going to do for strategy. But
25 to 30 laps on a full tank of fuel, and the competition caution will come out at lap 20. So we got a ways to go to the comp caution. Aaron Holroyd wants the lead. Points for leading laps, but no points for the competition caution. See if Aaron Holroyd can take the outside of Trevor Mack. I do like that Trevor Mack paint tonight. Very colorful.
Absolutely. Those two cars right out front right there. Some nice paint schemes as they battle on tight. Side by side. No door. Oh, there's the door banging. Yeah, a little bit of door banging there as the camera changes. It's a pretty view. But yeah, we've got everything going on here in this battle for the past 3 laps or so between these two specifically. It's been a pretty action-packed first 5 laps in the front 5. As we see Ty Williams still hanging on there in third, Jason Huffman back there in fourth, and Thaler still sitting there pretty in fifth, watching this all unfold. Landon Sprinkle's surprise name here. He wasn't too confident going into this race on his speed, but he's hanging up there in 6th place. So I don't think he needs to be too concerned about his speed now as we continue this battle, action-packed battle for first.
Ghost Guard machine decides to finally settle back in behind Trevor Mack. Maybe make another run at it. Let's see if Aaron really wants bonus points for leading a lap as the charge is on, as he now tries to force Trevor Mack to make a mistake in the double dog leg. Both take a really tight angle into turn 1. Michael, do you have a lot of experience here at the Texas Motor Speedway?
Yeah, I've got quite a bit of experience here at Texas Motor Speedway, not specifically with these cars, but it is an interesting animal to drive. A lot of the times you can find yourself up wide 3 and 4, but going down low turn 1 and 2 is usually the strategy here. So we'll see how the race pace changes here. 134 laps. Whether people will be riding the outside line at all at any point in time, or if everybody's going to kind of stay right there on the low side. With 20 laps until the competition caution, I'm sure everybody's just gunning, running that low line, burning up their tires, trying to lead some laps, get their place, get their spot on the track. But as the race goes on, people are going to be looking at tire saving, fuel saving strategies.
For sure, race for the lead has settled down a little bit. Ty Williams holding on to second. The battle between Landon Sprinkle and Justin Thaler. You mentioned Landon Sprinkle. Move him up a spot.
There he is. He's making his way into 5th place. Justin's not letting him have it easy, though. They may have let him go by clean, but he's going to keep on battling there as they switch. Thaler on the inside, Sprinkle on the outside. Now the crossover move in the back stretch here as Landon will go on the inside this time in turn 3. Can he make that pass stick? Or does Justin continue to hold on to P6, P5?
Aaron Oldroyd still trying to take over the lead around the outside. Can't make it happen. There was a little bit of a crossover there, but not enough to make it stick. And Justin Thaler holds on to P5 as well. Racing up and down the field as we're just past the halfway mark to the competition caution. Brandon Thayer battling it out with Kevin Mayer. This is the battle for 8th.
James, this is weird, man. You look up and down the field right now, it looks like everybody's in their own little pack of 2. Found their dancing partner.
That's right.
Speaking of dancing partners, James, the only car to have had a penalty to start the race, he had to start at the end of the line. Brandon Cotton has now moved his way on to 7th place, and he is fixing to battle Landon Sprinkle for that 6th place. And he is an early mover tonight. Just keep an eye on that number 5 Toyota Camry, Robin Hood Camry, as it kind of sweeps up a little bit there. But
he wasted no time moving up.
Absolutely.
Brandon Cotton is currently 8th in the overall standings. He's trying to get one more spot now, move him up to P6. Landon finally gives up on that. Next on his list is the Castrol Dark Horse of Justin Thaler. Coming up on 5 to go, we have a new leader. Aaron Holroyd finally makes it around, gets credit for leading a lap. Bonus points in the bucket for the number 73 Coast Guard machine of Aaron Holroyd. I know that'll make him feel better.
Makes everybody feel better being up there in the top spot, getting a couple laps led. And kind of the main goal here is to be in that front. But to do it with the Coast Guard scheme, pretty good. And there it is. There it is, James. Comp caution being announced as something
15.
happened. There was an actual caution.
Oh, Catherine Miller Catherine, number 30.
Go back and see what happened there.
Oh, he got some help.
That's
The 9 or the 22.
22.
And we'll let it rip.
Oh, I don't know if Miller was aware how close he was. But, yeah, cut his nose right off there, right before the corner.
Yeah, I don't think the 22 was expecting him to come up his nose like that. He was already committed to that corner. Although there are at least 2 pedals on the 22 car as well. But let's see what happened to how did Miller Cawthorn get so far down low? He's trying. He's been working hard. Is
Yeah,
this
they were
something
battling.
from yeah, a battle that we didn't see? So we'll let it play from here. 30's got the spot for now. The 22 coming from behind. Gets inside of the double dog leg 30. That may have been a little bit of a chop. The 30 leaves room here on the entry of turn 1 and 2. Is there a door touch here? They cross over. The 30 gets under him. See, they touch doors here. No, plenty of
I
room
think
left.
he just stayed inside from there, went to go up because he thought it was clear, and
There's the 22.
I don't think.
Yeah, the 22. He was a lane up. He didn't give any quarter, I should say. And Miller Cawthorn got the worst end of that deal, though. I got to be honest.
Yeah, and I will say, based on the paint schemes there, I was about ready to tell you to play the old General Lee music. 'Cause they got the coppers coming after the booze runners there.
Yep, all good. Fortunately, one stop, 51 seconds. I think he's on the lead lap.
Yeah, timing has them.
And Robert, not sure if that's going to be the comp caution, but the lights are out in
Yeah,
the pace car, so we're going to go green next time by.
based on the information I got, James, does sound like that was comp caution. So we are
All
green the
right.
rest of the way, provided there's no more cautions. And it looks like Miller is going to be the one and only car right now, a lap down. Excuse me.
Huffman did not come into pit and get gas. Everybody else did, but Huffman is still further back than he wants to be, especially without making a pit stop. So,
How does that work?
unfortunate for the number 4, I guess everybody came in at the caution 16 except Huffman, and they get back out before Huffman comes across the line. Either way, we're going to try it again. Once again, that was the competition caution. Only natural cautions from here to the end.
All right, yeah, natural cautions. That was a fun watch. At some point, you might want to look back at that one, but I'm not sure if Jason even bothered to get anything after what happened there. As Ty Williams will take the big old lead there, shooting off from the
Are we
restart
coming in the
zone.
pits for the 4 or what?
Yeah. Sorry to throw that there right as soon as Green came by, but yeah, I think Huffman ended up overshooting his pit stop. It looked like he went too far to the left of his box, and I don't know if he fixed it or not, but he did come out of the pits, so he did attempt a pit stop, but nothing happened in the pits, according to our information.
All right, decides to keep his spot. Instead of getting fuel, he's going to be hurting for fuel, though. Only 10 more laps of fuel for the Huffinator. But the race for the lead, Ty Williams is not going to get the lead from Trevor Mack. Trevor wants it, and we're finding out also how bad Brandon Cotton wants it as he now moves up into P4, trying to go inside Aaron Holroyd for third, with Brandon Thayer in the 64 also lurking in P5. Slides in between Aaron Holroyd and Brandon Thayer. Brandon Cotton is not wasting any more time. The black number 5 car, green number, makes the pass for third, and now Brandon Thayer looks on the inside of Aaron Holroyd.
Well, we might have a 3 wide here. Nope, looks like Justin and Aaron get the push they need to get past Brandon. Kevin Meyer in the hunt as well. A big old gap there from the number 77 and 7th to the number 9 and 8th. Trevor McLaughlin's still leading the Ghost Machine. And looks like Ty Williams 2/10 behind him. Brandon Cotton hanging around there as well. As we still got this battle going and brewing. Brandon Thayer is not giving up here. Still make the pass on Justin.
Justin trying to get around Brandon, I think. Tried 2 laps on the outside, couldn't get it done. Let's see if he can switch over and get on the inside as Aaron Holroyd uses the white line to help the car rotate. Now Justin Thayer, Castrol number 2. As Brandon now looks in the inside of Aaron Holroyd. Too wide, Brandon Thayer makes the pass complete. Aaron does a good job of avoiding contact with the 64. Looking back now, oh, Aaron, really close on the rear. That looked a lot like the Olavison incident with
door closed. That was a great angle there. Now a new battle forms here as Aaron Holroyd trying to hold off Justin. 6th spot. Oh, sorry, that's the 5th spot.
Yep, move JT up a spot. Oh, as he hits the wall and coming out of 4. Coming right into your living room across the line. JT still working the outside of Kevin Mayer. So Aaron Holroyd gets back by after Justin Thayer brushes the outside wall in the exit of 4, hanging on strong.
That's what appeared to have helped Brandon catch back up to Aaron earlier, as Aaron ended up tapping the wall, which is how Brandon caught back up to him. So coming out of turn 4 is going to be a tricky spot there as you get into that double dog leg. You'll have to keep in mind on that. It's like turn 2 at Darlington.
Back to single file racing. For everybody in front, Brandon Thayer.
Battle of Brandon.
Yep, Brandon and Brandon. Brandon's in front of Brandon. And Brandon chasing Brandon. And Brandon kept Brandon past Brandon. Brandon leads Brandon right now. Justin lurking behind Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
That's right. CCR Motorsport sponsored car of Brandon Cotton now loses a spot to Brandon Thayer.
I wonder if he's starting to fall off or if he's doing a little bit of saving now, as Justin will get on by him here. Kevin Meyer and Aaron Holroyd still battling it out back here too. So it looks like Kevin will get the spot and Aaron will give him the bump, but Kevin saves it. Nice job, Kevin. Keeping that car in line, giving him a little tap there, saying, I don't like that too much.
Another hip check. As now Huffman's got to be on fumes. Aaron Holroyd is falling back to 7th and 8th. Huffman in the 4 car's got to be looking for gas any lap now.
You think so. Miller Cothran hanging on here as well. He is a lap down, but I'm sure you'd love to be sitting here in 9th place.
He's hoping for a lucky dog break.
Michelob Ultra. Low calories.
Could use one of those right about now.
You gotta keep the figure going, right, James?
That's right. Round is a figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Up front is Ty Williams, your points leader by 11 points over Justin Thaler.
It is amazing here at Midwest Motorsports that in the Cup Series, with this man having won, what was it, 6 races this season, is sitting second in the points. There's definitely some consistency going on at play as we get some action going on here out of the dog legs. A couple cars bumping, no caution though. Aaron Holroyd in that mix with Jason Huffman. And Kevin Meyer, Miller Cawthron blinking a little bit there. As we zoom back to catch back up to what I saw earlier.
Oh, yeah, the 30 car is definitely blinking. So we're riding with the 73 as the final last car in line here. Looks like Kevin Mayer in the 77 ended up in the wall. And then, right as he was coming across the 4, he
4
blinked.
wide.
And the 4, luckily, man, if he didn't blink, that would have definitely been some argy-bargy. But he blinked just at the right time.
Excuse me.
There's still 3 wide. It's Cawthron, Miller Cawthron, and the 30 car blinks. Again, the second time right at the right time. It's like the exact time there would have been interference. He blinked. I want to see this in right there. And I'd really like to see from the chopper, maybe far chase even. Oops, come on. Coming out of here, where's the 30?
Oh, and Kevin bonking against the wall there.
All right, okay, so
Jason
the
gives him
4
tap.
gets in there.
There's
Here,
the
the
30.
30 blinks. Watch, he blinks. All right, when there's interference where I thought would be interference, the 30 is going to come back down into the 4 after trying to stay off the 77. Right here, he blinks.
That
That
would
would
have
have for
been.
sure been caution.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe there
Jason
was. The 4
holds it
gets sideways.
still.
Whoa. I think we got away with one there. We should
Yeah, we
consider
did.
ourselves lucky. The 30 blinks again a second time when I thought there might have been a crossover of body work. Right here. And boom, another blink. Just in time to avoid contact. Oh, I think we got lucky there. We're back in real time. So now we're back real time again. Go back to the cameras. Unbelievable. Got away with one there as we follow back to the leader, Ty Williams, in the 81. Really surprised. Huffman has gone 38 laps without fuel. So something tells me he may have gotten fuel at that stop.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with that. He probably did
Yeah,
get some
SDK.
fuel in there, but
He must have. Somehow.
just the way he parked it, it was just.
The gap to Trevor Mack. My scoring says there's been no pits for Jason Huffman, so I think that's definitely a glitch. It's all good. We're going to keep going racing. This is the battle for second with Trevor Mack and the looks like a snow cone ghost flavor. Maybe we can ask him. But Brandon Thayer wants that second spot badly. Brandon Thayer is 4th in points. 3rd is Eric Thayer, who is not here. So with only 6 races, 5 after this.
It's the Sour Stripes.
Oh, here he comes. The Sour Stripes ghost car comes into the pits. He's the first one. trying to do an undercut. We'll see where Ty Williams comes out. As he now stays out, going down the backstretch, your leader, Ty Williams, had worked up to 1.5 seconds over Trevor Mack. Brandon Thayer is in third, 2.3 seconds back. And Justin Thaler fourth. Here comes Ty Williams 1 lap later. Brandon Cotton, Justin Thaler. Brandon Cotton stays out. So where is Trevor McLaughlin?
He is just coming out now, James.
There he is, on his way up. We're looking for the blue cone. There it is. Now he can cross over into the track. And currently 11th as the top 10 come in to continue to pit. Everybody, not everybody taking tires. Ty Williams does. Trevor McLaughlin did. A couple of guys stay out, including Brandon Cotton did not take tires.
He Snyder.
Oh, they're not in all the way to their box. Roger, they're still in their pits. All right, everybody taking tires so far that's working their way out of pit lane. Brandon Thayer's going to jump Trevor Mack. Brandon Thayer's going to be your new leader. Second place, new second place from Ty Williams.
Yes.
Trevor Mack must be right behind. Brandon Thayer's able to jump Trevor Mack. Going 1 lap longer. Trevor Mack had 15.2 seconds. So only about 3.3 seconds difference between Brandon Thayer. But once again, finding his box and leaving his box, getting onto pit lane, speed limit, and getting back up to speed. Brandon Thayer does a better job once again. He did this last week at Indy. You weren't with me, Michael, but Brandon Thayer came into the pits 4th place at least twice and came out with the lead. So good job getting on pit lane and back up to speed. Same time stopped in the box, but Brandon Thayer now gives up the spot back to Trevor Mack. Brandon has figured something out about getting that down to pit lane speed limit in his box and out.
He's getting better at that pit strategy. I'd like to take a few of the classes he's took.
For sure. Aaron Holroyd on Brandon Cotton. That battle's heating up. Side by side they go down the backstretch into 3. Aaron Holroyd on the inside of Brandon Cotton. Might be playing the tire game. Don't look now, but the fastest lap of the race right now goes to Landon Sprinkle. So Landon has figured something out on speed. Only qualified 9th, but right now, fastest lap of the race.
29.4.
Closest battle on the track. The 4 of Jason Huffman and the 9 of James Olawson.
Yeah, a couple close ones as well. Brandon Cotton and Aaron Holroyd, and Brandon Thayer and Trevor Mack. Nice to see the Air Force. We've still got some of the servicemen out here driving around, supporting their armed forces. James is one of those. Always driving the Air Force or some variety Air Force. Like Aaron's got the Coast Guard or some variety Coast Guard on there. Every once in a while we see the Marines out of Crest Thaler, I believe it is. I think it's more of a Patriot base, but...
Brandon Cotton's on the hunt. Now that Aaron's gone by, can Brandon catch back up? Passing Big Hoss, the big monster TV on the back stretch. Sold out crowd at Texas Motor Speedway. Thanks to everybody for joining us on YouTube, the new home of Midwest Motorsports iRacing League.
In 1997, this track opened in Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. But it had another brother, older brother. It was built in 1969, 55 years ago. It's more of a sister track with Michigan and the old California Speedways. Texas World Speedway, built at College Station. Closed down 7 years ago, September 18th of 2017. It was used for the majority of that time. It was not the major location for NASCAR races. As a overstock for Ford or one of the major companies put all their trucks waiting for chips. The same ownership group that built it, Texas World Speedway, as part of the group Larry LePatin's American Raceways that owned Riverside International, Trenton Speedway, and Atlanta International Raceway, which currently is Atlanta Motor Speedway.
You know who won the first Cup race at Texas World Speedway? It was 1969.
1969. That was when it was opened. Well, see, I'm looking at the page right now, so I'm sure I could go take a look, but it's nobody I would have ever guessed, because it's not a name I would recognize.
That's right. You're right, it's not. Bobby Isaac in a 69 Dodge. Richard Petty won the second and third race in 71 and 72.
And also in the fifth race, 2 times he won in a Dodge, and 1 time he'd win in Plymouth.
Right. All right.
Last time they raced there was the good old broadcaster Betty Parsons. And a Ford. The only Ford to win there. AJ Foyt getting a couple W's there as well in the USACs.
Nice. I like AJ Foyt, one of my heroes. Old Big Tex. Putting Clayton Prince a lap down now in the 83. Ty Williams goes right on by. Aaron Oldroyd, Brandon Cotton. This battle continues to heat up with Justin Thaler. Justin Thaler in the Castrol leads Aaron Holroyd's Coast Guard machine in the black number 5 of Brandon Cotton with the red highlights. JT goes high. Aaron Holroyd and Brandon Cotton down low. Is JT going to lose 2 spots in one corner? Looks like it. Looking over the nose of Brandon Cotton. Gives Justin Thaler room on the outside.
Here they go.
Around he goes. Move Brandon Cotton up a spot. JT working a tire strategy, maybe?
Maybe.
2-second lead for Ty Williams. This is the battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th Last lap pitting was 42, so we're looking at lap 75 to 80. We're going to 134. So I'd say about 100, 105 is going to be maybe 110 will be the magic number. We're racing to 110. Do you split this strategy? Risk of caution coming out. Don't want to go a lap down. This is the closest battle on the track.
Sure is. It's been one that's been brewing and going on for a while as these two have been chasing each other around the track. That's quite a gap they put on Justin now, so I'm curious to know if Justin is just saving there, if he's burnt off a little bit. But then again, it looks like these two are burning it off pretty aggressively here. But hey, they want to win. That's what they do every week.
No love lost for sure. Brandon Cotton in the 5, a teammate at CCR Motorsports, number 81. Ty Williams, even Brandon Thayer in the 64. Trevor Mack all on his own. Well, I guess Brandon Thayer might be Trevor Mack's teammate as well.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, I remember he. So I got invited briefly to hang out with them in the cup race there today. Brandon was in the chat with us. Michael Sevilla would have been in there. I don't remember him being there at the race, but yeah, there's a couple guys there. Clarence is on that group too, so that was pretty fun to do some team racing there. It's kind of neat to see how a group of guys work in each of the different groups. And I think about now is when we're looking at pit stops again, James.
Kevin and Landon are in. I think it's a little early for Ty. 42 to 72. That's 30. But again, they need a short fill. Trying to go to 100. I don't know if you can quite go to 100 from 66. I think Ty Williams' number is probably more like 70. Although Trevor Mack is pitting now. See how many more Ty's got. Can he do some fuel saving? Has almost a 4-second lead over Brendan Thayer.
Yeah. He's the king at it too. He's done a lot of his wins have been all based on fuel saving.
Let the 22 go. This Ty Williams in the 81 needs to pit. So he's coming low to let the 22 know, hey, I'm coming in. So he didn't make it to 100. All right, leaders in. Brandon Thayer's will be the next.
Trevor Mack is back on track after pitting. You see him there on the broadcast screen going by the start-finish line. Look at his lap back with Brandon Cotton right there, right on his bumper. Brandon Cotton currently the leader, I believe. Yep, he's showing as the leader right now. James Lavison is in second place right now. Ty third in the pit. Nope, Norm Snyder will take third. And interesting wrinkle here is James and Norm both pit on lap 43 while Cotton pit on lap 44. So these guys are doing the longer strategy here.
Like I said, if they make it to 70, it should be okay. Brandon Cotton again. He knows what number he's looking for. Brandon has been known to go 3 laps longer than everybody on a regular basis. And he's also been known to know exactly the number he's looking for, aiming for, to get to the end. So you go to 70, then you go to 100, then you can go to 134. He's going to 71, then 102, then definitely 134 flat out. So we'll see what Brandon Cotton does.
He's still lapping people too. People on Fresher tires? Oh, Ty did not take tires that time by Trevor Mack.
Nope.
Also
This is
not. Brandon Thayer not as well.
this is a no tire stop. That's right. They got him last time. So looking at tires every other stop. Otherwise, you run out. You can take them at 100 and then have a set till they run to the end if you need it.
If there's a caution with a couple laps to go, slap them on.
Right.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, Brandon Cotton. If I was a betting man, being able to go to 71 before pitting, can now make it to 102. It should be good to go. 104 would be even better. So Ty Williams knows that he has to get up and go now. 2.7 seconds, he reassumes the lead. But Trevor Mack has been out 2 laps longer than Ty, and they both came in at lap 65, which is 7 laps before Brandon Cotton. So Brandon Cotton's going to have 7 laps fresher tires. Yes, he's farther back. If I was a betting man, my money's on the number 5 tonight. He's on his way out of the pits. We'll see where he comes.
Yeah, it says 11 seconds there. You say he slapped some tires on that then?
No, I don't. Oh, you may have taken 2. You want to find out? How bad do you want to know? But something happened.
That could be a
Either-
question for later.
Either he missed his box or he took tires. Let's find out.
Yeah, I'm guessing he took tires. It didn't look like he missed anything. Didn't move.
Did the car come up? Did you have to go back? Why is he spinning?
Oh,
Yeah,
he
you
did
have
have
to
to
go
go
back.
back. Okay.
Yep. So that's why an extra 3-4 seconds. That's going to hurt. But I think he'll be able to make that up going 5 laps longer. Those 3 seconds are going to cost him, though. He's going to pay for that. But Trevor Mack has company. And Brandon Thayer, the 64 car. These two are on comms together, Platinum Elite. Jason Huffman's got company behind, and Landon Sprinkle less than half a second behind him.
Still holding that fastest lap there on that number 37 machine.
He's coming up on the 83 of Clarence Prince.
Side by
Landon
side
Sprinkle.
here.
Clarence Prince needs to know which way you want me to go. Yes, hold the middle now. Let's see if Landon gets the clue. Nice job, Clarence. Boy, that's... Have you been in the middle of that situation where you got people passing on the left and the right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I found myself in the middle there. It's very unsettling as soon as it starts happening. You gotta know you can trust the people that are on both sides making that pass. And sometimes I find myself there, or it's Dustin and Justin on either side of me, or it's people that are you're not so sure about going around you going, all right, please, let's make it through this. No fast repair. No fast repair.
Yeah, no fast repair. Good on you, Clarence Prince. We saw you down there on the white line trying to get that car to rotate. We saw a little wiggle, so good job hanging on to it, Clarence. Keep doing it, man. You're doing awesome. Landon Sprinkle pulls away from the 4 of Jason Huffman. Huffman playing the long game. Brandon Thayer trying to sneak up on his teammate. Justin Thayer 5.2 seconds back. So Brandon Thayer doing a great job pulling away.
Yeah, one of the biggest gaps on the track there. The big one that matters right now is that gap, as you barely see it, depending on the camera angle there. Barely see Ty Williams out there in the distance. 3.3 seconds ahead of Trevor McLaughlin there at first. You see that Miller in the Michelob Ultra car. Right behind. Currently 2 laps down. Made the best of the effort. Well, there's Ty. Coming on up to Kevin Meyer. Currently top 10 are still on the lead lap. Kevin in 10th place. And now we have 9 on the lead lap as Ty makes the pass. 81 down, James. We have 53 left to go.
$52 laps now. As they're working lap 82. Ty Williams, like you said, Michael's got 6 wins on the season. Congratulations, Ty. Only 11-point lead. Will that lead extend over Justin Thaler, currently 5th? I believe the points, the drop races will come in, not this week, but next week.
I believe it was said they got 4 races to go. The drop races will start to count.
That's right. This is 6 to go, so after next week, there'll be 4 to go when they're done next week. And next week, oh, I'm looking at the trucks. Sorry. Wait, that doesn't look right, like the schedule that I saw.
We're going international next week.
That's right. Twin Ring Motegi is an international race.
Hang out the Murder Oval for 134 laps of the Cup Series.
Then Atlanta, then Phoenix. Then we're off before the final race at Auto Club. So Twin Ring Motegi, and then we'll drops. And then Atlanta, Phoenix, and Auto Club to wind the season out. Lots of exciting racing to come this season. Nothing is determined yet. One thing that I know, we're having a good time tonight at Texas Motor Speedway. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Give us a like while you're here. Thanks for coming in tonight. Justin Thaler comes in for the pit stop. Lap 86. So he's going to short pit, take tires, I'm guessing.
That seems to be. He's got 15.5 on his pit stop.
Let's get freshies and go. Maybe take tires again at the next stop. And just get all you can get.
Kevin Meyer joined him there.
Got one more set on the ground after this. And only one more stop expected. So he's going to use all the tires he can to see if he's, I guess that would call that an alternate strategy. Ty Williams only taking tires when necessary. Trevor Mack's got company in his teammate. Brandon Thayer, who's fighting off the 22 of James Olavison. I'm sorry, Robert in the 22. Can Brandon keep him back? Yes, Miller Cawthorn now behind Brandon Thayer. So third place is Brandon Thayer, then a lap car blinking. Tough break for Miller. As long as it's not interfering with anybody, but I'll tell you that it's pretty frustrating when there's a car blinking around you.
Oh yeah, makes you very uncertain driving around them. that's for sure. I mean, Miller's at least tried to keep it pretty clean, regardless of whether he's been blinking or not, but still makes you unsettled.
Especially when he's laps down and you're trying to race for the podium. Two complete laps down. Oh, Trevor Mack slides in the pits for lap number 90. So he's trying to cover Justin Thaler. Trevor Mack sees what's the writing on the wall. What will Ty Williams and Brandon Cotton do? Don't forget about Aaron Oldroyd. He's overdue as well for a good run. Not for pits, but for a good run. So Brandon Thayer holding down second place. We got alternate strategies going in the middle of the race. So I think some plans have changed. Justin Thaler's actually a lap down. We'll see if Trevor Mack goes a lap down and stays. Ty Williams now is in. So everybody covering. Ty Williams' last pit stop, was at like 67. Brandon Cotton at 71.65. So this is a short pit for sure. It's only 25 laps. This is his last stop. Can't make it to 100. Can Brandon Cotton make it to 100?
We'll see, and that could put a thorn in everybody's plans right here if he could stick it out. Everybody's hoping everybody else will be short pitting here, and if somebody plans to do a long cycle, keep everybody a lap down.
Five seconds up the road is Aaron Holroyd, the current leader. He stopped at 67 last time. So we'll see if Aaron can go to lap 97. Still going to be short. Nope, he's in now. 92, so that's no fuel save. So Brandon Cotton doing a great job of fuel save. How's he doing it? Lifting, even before the second dog leg. Well, is he coasting or is he clutching or is he switching off?
He's clutching.
Yep, big time. Here he is. Clutching 1 and 2, 3 and 4. He seems to be on the gas. Unless he's streaming, he might be cheating while we're spying on him. Would not put it past him. What's up, Brandon? Hope you're doing well. Give me 2 fingers out the window if you're listening. It's all good. It's not a secret that you, Brandon Cotton, are the master of saving. Also tonight, you are the master at going past your pit stop box. We won't hold that against you forever. As Brandon Thayer unlaps himself, the last car on the lead lap now. Brandon Thayer.
Landon Sprinkle
gets by. On the outside, there's Landon. As Brandon Cotton just keeps rolling the throttle, clutching, doing what he can to save. Ty Williams, 18 seconds back. And Brandon Cotton trying to make it to lap 100. My guess is he's still going to have to clutch a little bit, even if he does get to 100.
Norm Snyder sitting there in third place right now, still holding it out. He's been on that long pit strategy as well. Not quite going as far as Brandon Cotton has, but now he's coming on into pit.
"17 seconds back to another CCR Motorsports."
Oh, yellow is out.
And yellow. It's Brandon Thayer.
James is involved. James Olivison.
Oh, he spun around like a top about 50 times. Oh, coming out of the pits. Oh, no.
It's that old hairband song. You spin me right around, baby, right around.
Like a record. coming on the pits, real speed. Getting on the gas. The 4 goes by, looking for the blue line
Oh,
before. Oh,
there it
just a
goes.
waggle up in
Oh,
the wall. 3, 4, 3 full spins.
that's a headache waiting to happen.
And Brandon Cotton is going to get a free pit stop.
Well, that really messes with a lot of people's plans right there.
Yes, it does. Ty Williams is the leader up in front, but these guys, we'll see if they've pitted this lap or not. No, Ty Williams did not come in. Brandon Cotton did. Justin Thaler came in. Oh no, Landon Sprinkle, Ty's going to have to come in. Where's he going to come out? We'll see. Trevor Mack had to stay out. I see Brandon Thayer and Brandon Cotton. Oh, no, just Brandon Cotton on his way out. We're riding in real time with the current race leader.
What happened
So
to Justin?
Justin came into pit.
21-second
So
pit stop.
it's
What
okay.
happened?
I think he's going to be just fine
I'm sure he will,
because
but
I think he's going to come out smelling like a rose unless Ty Williams decides to stay out. But if so, those guys are going to have so much more fuel. What do? Justin's got new tires.
the only one that didn't take
He does
tires in that
not
pit
pit.
stop is Aaron
Okay.
Holroyd.
Yeah, but telling you, Ty Williams' his last pit was lap 90. These guys are 7 laps fresher. They can probably go to the end. Ty Williams is going to have to stop. He can't make it. I think Justin Taylor's going to be able to make it all the way. Anybody who put it on 97 with this lapse of yellow, JT is going to be able to roll up all the way behind Brandon Cotton. Landon Sprinkle is going to be on this lap. Norm Snyder is going to be a lap down, but Jason Uffman gets a lap back. As long as he doesn't pit, he's the lucky dog. As he's working on his way back around. All right. No, or is it Clarence Prince? They
I
got a
didn't
waiver
know
line.
that. I didn't notice a cute little detail. If you look at the rear end of Justin's car, and I don't mean the Ohio license plate. Right there in the bottom right-hand corner. Right
You have
next
to
to that
fill us
number
in.
2. It's a picture of Boomhauer from King of the Hill and a sim rig.
That's right. He's got it. Ty Williams at 81 is going to start us off again at lap 99. Can he go to 134? Is 10 laps short. We start back up with 34 to go from the last caution. We'll see who does what. The cars race down the backstretch. Trevor Mack gets under Brandon Thayer, Brandon Cotton. 4th. Then Landon, then Kevin Mayer.
So our top 3 did not pit. Right now, Brandon Thayer is the one who has the fuel advantage from pit lap 91. Whether that's true or not all depends on what Ty does.
The guys that are good are Brandon Cotton. They're good to go. 4th place on down. They stopped at 97. So the caution came out. Brandon Cotton was able to come in and pit before Barney caught up with Ty Williams. Ty had to wait for Barney. So that caught the top 3 out. They're going to have to stop. If they do need to stop, Brandon Cotton on back will only need a splash for 3 or 4 seconds, where Ty Williams and them are going to need more. All right, we're going to race it out, see what happens. We're going to watch it play out in front of your very eyes. Does that pit stop change things, YouTube? Let me know in the chat. What's up, Kyle? We see you up there, buddy. Landon Sprinkle is Kyle's best bet. Ty Williams just took over the fast lap of the race from Landon Sprinkle. Otherwise, Lane has been having a pretty good night. Qualified in the top 5. Currently, Landon's running 6th. Race up front, Ty Williams in the 81's got it by half a second over Trevor Mack. Aaron Holroyd is trying to hold off Brandon Cotton. Aaron Holroyd and Brandon Cotton came in at lap 97. Everybody else in the 89 and 90 range.
Jason Huffman, lap 92. So the last one before all that.
GT goes down to P8, last one on the lead lap. I think he's clutching, trying to go to the end.
He might be clutching 1 and 2. And taking it easy, letting those tires ease in, and then you can burn them out later on. He knows the top 3 are going to have to pit. So if he can keep everybody else kind of close, not burning up his gear, he's got a shot. Defending Cup Series champion right here. Makes a move on Brandon Cotton. Speaking of fuel saving, tire saving.
Yep. See what Brandon's doing. Oh, clutch, big time. Let it coast on in, follow the slipstream of the 2 in front of you.
One thing I learned in these cars is clutching is can be finicky. If you're not angled just straight, if you're not having a hold, you get a little loose putting the clutch back in. But it's definitely a good strategy. Try and save.
Aaron Holroyd on the outside, Brandon Thayer on the inside, Landon Sprinkle right behind, trying to figure out who to follow. Aaron Holroyd in the Coast Guard white and blue machine. Chops the nose, takes the air off the 64. Now Landon Sprinkle wants to charge in on the inside. Those chrome rims look awesome on the red number 37 of Landon Sprinkle. Aaron Holroyd is clear. Has 3rd place on his own. Brandon Thayer comes down, takes the air off the 37 of Landon Sprinkle's nose, lets Aaron get a little further apart, and brings Jason Huffman in the 4 car closer ever so slightly to Landon Sprinkle. Behind, this is oval racing at Texas Motor Speedway at night under the light.
Absolutely. Aaron Holroyd is currently the first car who pitted during that last caution there, lap 97. So you follow along in this barbershop decorated car. This looks like a barber pole. Well, there's a little blue in there. Very colorful there. Probably fixing for one, to be honest. Trevor Mack, 0.7 of a second separates him from Ty Williams in front as he's hanging around James Olivison. James stays on the outside, not going to get himself involved. Now the gap is now up to 1.2, 1.3 between the two. 22 to go. Ty crosses the line. So closest race of the action there is right behind Trevor Mack, Brandon Thayer, Aaron Holroyd, Landon Sprinkle, and Jason Huffman now. As a lot of them are getting all wrapped up here, getting closer and closer to each other. Again, once everybody hits, Aaron Holroyd will be your presumptive leader with Landon Sprinkle right behind him in second. But that is provided that nobody's able to figure out the cheat code of the tire saving, fuel saving strategy. Not that I think anybody's going to be able to make it from that pit stop at lap 90. If they do, though, James, we're only having to do some biopsy. Try to figure out how they figured that out.
Post-mortem for sure. But I tell you, they may not be able to make it from 90. Jason Huffman comes in. Justin Thayer comes in. And they were in at 97. So Brandon Thayer is going to be one of the next ones, first ones to come in. So nobody's trying to make it from 97. But Brandon Cotton. So Jason Huffman, Justin Thayer, they're not going to need much for
Aaron
fuel.
Holroyd and Trevor Mack coming in. Brandon Thayer staying out.
Justin Thayer stops for 6.9 seconds. Jason Huffman for 10. Justin only needs 6.9 seconds, 7 seconds. We'll see how much Trevor Mack, Aaron Holroyd. Aaron's probably going to need 6 or 7 seconds. I think Trevor Mack's going to need at least 10. So Trevor Mack's going to be waiting in pits while the other guys pull away.
Oh, Trevor's out.
Landon Sprinkle. Landon makes out.
7.7. Landon 7.2.
Aaron Holroyd takes tires for Aaron.
Ties in.
And where's Brandon Cotton? Right now, Brandon Thayer shown as the leader. He stopped at lap 91. Here he comes, the last one to pit with Ty Williams. Ty Williams is in. Now he's on his way out. Where does Ty Williams come out? Trevor Mack is out in front. And Landon Sprinkle third.
How long is his pit stop?
Where does
Brandon Thayer
come out? Right.
Oh, he's out.
He's still
6.8.
He's on his way out. Where's Trevor? Coming through.
Dog leg. Oh, he's going to get him.
Where's Brandon Thayer? Remember, Brandon Thayer has been amazing coming in and out of pit lane. There's Trevor on the inside.
He's going to get him.
And Trevor's on. Brandon Thayer's going to come out right behind him. So 1-2 for Platinum Elite.
17 laps to go. And Trevor Mack.
Landon Sprinkle up to a podium. Trevor Mack,
sure
what were you going
is.
to say?
I says Trevor Mack leading this race. But yeah, no, Landon Sprinkle right on up there in the top 3 podium spot. He came into this race, like I said at the beginning, thinking he has no speed. He's going to be a backmarker at the beginning in this race. Just going to be here to enjoy it, and he is in the thick of it.
Don't take the hats to victory lane. Jason Huffman gets around for third now. Jason Huffman in the 4 car after some earlier argy-bargy and a lucky dog. Jason Huffman makes it back to the podium for now. And now he's working on second place. Brandon Thayer as Jason Huffman on the inside. Can Jason Huffman in the 4 keep going? Justin Thayer is taking tires. Justin Thayer currently 4th. Can he catch up to the 64 of Brandon Thayer? He's right there on him.
Ty Williams in 6th place, slowly, steadily gaining on our leader. He was at 4 seconds beginning of this lap. Now he's down to 3.5. He did take tires. There's tires all the way around in that car. Can he catch back up and potentially win his 7th this season?
He's got some work to do. 4 seconds. With 13 laps to go, it's possible. Look at this. The battle for the lead. Jason Huffman in the 4.
Toyota versus Toyota. Battling it out.
The race for the lead with 13 laps to go. Dead even coming out of 2, coming out of 4. Jason Huffman gets credit for leading a lap. After being a lap down, we have a new leader in the number 4 car, Jason Huffman. Boy, he's had a rough season, especially a rough last couple of races. What a great drive this would be for Jason Huffman in the 4 car.
There's a battle for third place going on right behind all this. And Ty Williams is sneaking into third. I thought Justin and Brandon were going to hold them back just a little bit there, but they just moved. They smelt the tea leaves, I think. Aaron Holroyd trying to keep up. Well, he got a big run right there, it looks like.
Justin Taylor going the wrong direction. Up front, it's Jason Huffman in the 4 car.
Clean air in front of him and behind him.
And behind him, look at the Gazoo Racing number 4. 2.3 seconds to the next closest competitor. And that gap is only slightly shrinking.
It's shrinking and growing.
You're right about Ty Williams, though. Doing a good job reeling them in on tires. Maybe Jason took 2 that time. The 10-second stop. Ty Williams now trying to stay clear of Aaron Holroyd, who also took tires that last stop. Remember, overall points leader, Ty Williams. $11 points ahead of Justin Taylor, who's currently 4th and not gaining. Looks like he might be losing 4th as the battle with Trevor McLaughlin heats up. Does Justin lose more points if Trevor goes by? Oh, he's not going to want to give it up easy. 7 laps to go. 1.8 seconds the gap now for Ty Williams on Jason Huffman up the road.
A big gain right there.
7 to go. Oh my goodness. Ty Williams on his way into turn 1. Yes, it is. They both go by. Our cameras, there's the 4, your leader, Jason Huffman. Next car right behind, 1.3 now, with 5 laps to go. Right behind him, there he is. Ty Williams comes across the line. Jason Huffman looking back at Ty Williams. 1.1 second in 5 laps.
Oh,
see what it is at the line.
Big run.
It's going to be under 1 second. Or is it? It's about half a second a lap. With 4 to go. Oh, big wiggle for Ty Williams on the exit.
Yeah, it's not affecting him too much. It's down to less than a second.
Huffman, you got to hang on to it for 3 more laps, buddy.
4 to go, and that heart is probably starting to pound enough he can hear it in his ears.
Aaron Holroyd's too far back. He's in 3rd. Justin Taylor's 3 seconds back. So this is the race for the lead. Jason Huffman has it. Ty Williams wants it. It's still over 3/4 of a second. We're coming to the white next time by. Oh, coming to 2 to go next time by, then the white.
Well, we can already figure who James wants to win today.
Hey, I don't have a want. I want to see a good race. Half a second now. It was 1 second at 5 to go. 3 to go. It's half a second. Jason Huffman drives a perfect line off of turn 4. Ty Williams, inside half a second now. The pressure is on. The gap is closing. It's going to come down after the white. Jason Huffman in the 4. Ty Williams in the 81.
Getting in that slipstream space.
Oh my goodness. Coming to the white this time by. Coming out of 4. Here we go. It's going to be a last lap pass as Barney throws the white. How bad is Jason Huffman going to block? And the 4, the race for the lead is on. Ty Williams in the 81. The white snap-on comes inside as they go down the back
And who's
stretch.
on the inside?
Jason Huffman
Are they going to
pinches
go
him
to
down
more?
side by side into turn 3 because Jason Huffman fight back at the crossover. Ty Williams gets on the loud pedal as they come out of turn 4. And Ty Williams on the last corner of the last lap makes the passes. Ty Williams for the win. Oh my gosh, the Doritos number 81 of Ty Williams barely pulls it out over the 4 of Jason Huffman. What an incredible fight.
Oh my goodness, James. That if you weren't on the edge of your seat those
Wow.
last 5 laps, I don't know what to tell you. That was pretty exciting watching that. Watching
What
him
a
hunt him
race.
down.
If that doesn't get your blood pumping, you're not human. What a finish. Congratulations, Ty. Congrats to all 14 cars that competed, showed up tonight. Ty Williams with the win. I will let you call it as I will pull up the race results once they're available.
Alrighty, well, as James is getting ready to get the crew up here, the top 3 to talk to us, Ty Williams in the number 81 Snap on Toyota wins for the 7th time here this season. And he'll bring that number 81 machine home. Jason Huffman, who's running up ahead there in number 4 Toyota, comes home in second. Aaron Holroyd in the number 73 Chevrolet comes in third. Justin Thaler finishes fourth in the number 2 Ford Mustang. Trevor McLaughlin rounds out your top 5 in the 99 Ghost Toyota. Brandon Thayer, 64 in 6th place. Landon Sprinkle finishes in 7th place in the number 37 Ford. Norm Snyder brings it home in 8th place in the number 28. Clarence Prince finishes in 9th place in his Toyota, the number 83. Kevin Meyer, 10th place in the number 77. Miller Cothran, after the early troubles, finishes in 11th place today in the number 30. Robert Leveson finishes in 12th in 22. James Leveson in 13th at the number 9. And Brandon Cotton in the back in 14th place in the number 5. Some late race troubles there. Great runs by everybody. And James, it sounds like we've got a couple guys here ready to go. I think we're trying to get one more.
Aaron Holroyd, we got him in 3rd place. That's 73. Makes it home in 3rd place. Man, what a great race, Aaron. You got some points for leading a lap before the comp caution, and talk us through the pit strategy the rest of the way.
Yeah, I mean, I came through and I noticed that right before the caution, the guys had they had really short pit stops, and I was like, did they already use their last tire or whatnot before that? So I knew I had it set to burn, so I was saving mine. And then we had that caution come out quickly after the pits. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to use mine yet. I'm going to wait a little bit later because I can use it for the next pit stop. And I thought I had the right move. I thought I might have been the only one on them. And then I noticed that Huffman took 2. And then I assumed Ty took 4 because he was just as quick as I was. And I burned myself too much up in 1 and 2 trying to keep up with Ty and chase down Huffman. But it was a good race. Little door banging, a little extra bump I did earlier to mirror. Didn't mean to do that. So got myself a 2X for cutting the dog there a couple of times. So overall, good night.
Yeah, great. You look great out there. Michael, you got anything for a third place finisher?
Yeah, it was a great race for you there. Like you said, a couple of times you bumped that dog leg, and you could tell it was right before then. You could tell because everyone got a big run right there, and nice new paint scheme for you here. Changing up a little bit with the Coast Guard, and you know, is there any other things going on today that went for you there? Did you happen to catch the Homestead race earlier?
Oh yeah, I watched the Homestead race. I watched most of the racing this whole weekend, and bummed out for Larson not being able to secure the win yesterday with a 15-second lead. Just go to show you that you can be the best car, best driver out there, but sometimes the luck will do you wrong.
That's right. Aaron, awesome racing tonight, man. It was a lot of fun watching you. Good to see you turning laps up front, man. We'll look for you next week, man. Congrats as we run this season down. Congratulations on a nice podium.
Thanks, James. Thanks, Michael.
That's Aaron Olroyd, third place. P2, probably the heartbreak of my race. Jason Huffman. Hey, Jason, it's James and Michael in the booth. You got us? Do I need to take you off mute? I can.
There you go.
Hey.
What's up, Jason? Man, all the way down to the last lap. You played that strategy perfect. Talk us through your race all the way up to that final caution that came out right on the borderline of tires needing, fuel needing to make that final run. Talk us through your race, Jason.
Oh man, I don't know if you guys watched me at all, but I think I had the craziest like up and down because like I started second, was pretty confident with my qualifying. Not too sure about my pace, but that competition pit kind of messed up getting into my box, kind of
Yeah.
shuffled me back, and then got into a little bit of a mix up with Mayor and James, but it's just all good. I got some damage there. I ended up having to cycle back and fix the car, and then I was just kind of biding my time. I was able to hold on to a set there and stay on the lead lap until the what was it? The second to last pit cycle, and then the caution is what really helped me because I was able to get the wave around, get back on the lead lap,
Right.
and it allowed me to, once my crew chief told me my pit window was open, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to come in, I'm going to slap on my rights, and we'll just see how it goes. I didn't expect to like get out to that lead. I kind of figured once Ty got clear of some of the other cars who pitted earlier, he would get me, and I was just trying to run as hard as I could till the end there.
So you took two at that final stop. That was my question for you. We did see you missed your pit box. Great recovery. I thought you got a lucky dog, but it was the wave around. But it definitely put you short on the stop. So your crew chief told you when to come in at 114 ish. Is that right?
Yep, it said the pit window was open, and I'm like, you know what? We'll just go in and see where the cards fly, you know?
Yeah,
Almost had it, man.
I did have that question too. Speaking of, so the first pit stop you ended up going on, Jason, we noticed that it was going to be an interesting day for you, and we're glad that you were able to come and finish the way you did. It would have been cool if you had won too, but top three is awesome day after what you started with. You go into the pits, and it looked like you were like way too far to the left in your pit box, and somehow were able to fidget it. We looked in our timing system here, and it didn't even have you putting in gas, anything in the car. Did you actually end up with the pit stop?
Yeah, I serviced the car. I just I entered a little too hard left, and I had to back up and kind of straighten it out.
I
Well,
see.
Yeah, I was able to
great,
get fuel.
killer recovery, man. Your last three races, 18th, 11th, and 17th. So we're going to put all of those behind us, out of our memory. Texas Motor Speedway, P2. Congratulations, Jason. Great to see you on the podium again.
Yeah, thanks, James. Appreciate it, Michael.
That's Jason Huffman, second place, almost a win, half a lap shy of the win. The man that passed him coming out of turn four with an amazing finish, the guy that never stops digging, the 81, Ty Williams, your points leader. What an amazing finish, Ty. Never give up, right?
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Uh, first off, thanks to Jason. He drove he had the I think the best strategy with the two tires. I thought I choked it away when I was getting around some of the guys that didn't take tires, and I had heard that Jason had took right sides, and I was like, oh my goodness, I thought it was over. Then I wanted to take 4, but I saw it was like 20 to go, and I'm like, it was just one of those split decision calls to take 2 or 4, and I decided let me be safe and take 4 just in case, because T Mac was very fast too, and I didn't know
Yeah.
what type of pace he had, and if I took 2 and he took 4, then would he run me down? So that last caution brought us all together and made it a real fight to the end. But um, yeah, it was a great race, and I'm always happy to be able to run the hardest laps of my life, those last 10 laps, trying to chase Huffman down.
Michael, what you got for our winner?
I mean, that was just incredibly wild finish right there. I think I called it put the eyeball on you about what would you say, James? At lap 15, you were still like 6 or so seconds behind the leader. Actually, you may have been 4. I just saw the time ticking down right here, and I'm like, he's going to catch back up, isn't he? He's going to find a way to do this, isn't he? And sure enough. But earlier on, we had that caution as everybody was doing that split pit strategy, and you were saying it was great to get all caught back up. But what was your game plan going on before that happened? Were you still looking at that split strategy, hoping that it was going to keep running green, or what
Well,
kind of things were you thinking of then?
Well, the caution. If we had never had the caution, I think all of us only had to do one more stop, and I believe all of us had a set of tires. So it would have just been a straightforward. You pit, and then you got 4 tires for 25 laps or so, and go use them up. And at that point, I had a 4-second lead, so uh, I think my game plan was really just take care of it just in case we do get a late race restart. Um, but just the whole race, it was just about babying the car and the tires, trying to you know be fast, but also take care of him because, like I said, T Mac on the first half of a run, he was really fast, and he was even gaining on me, a tenth or two a lap. It would just be on that back half of the run where I'd start to get a little ahead just because of how I manage my right front tire.
You made it work. Incredible 134 laps. As we're winding down the season, Ty Williams, your points lead is going to extend a little bit. Justin Thaler finished in 4th. So extend your lead from 11 points. Uh, Congratulations. We're looking forward to Twin Ring Motegi a week from tonight. You looking forward to that one?
Absolutely, that's where I got my first career win, so I am super excited to go right back there.
All right. Well, you'll see it right here at YouTube, the new home of Midwest Motorsports. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. For all the Midwest Motorsports admins that make this league great, I'm James J. from Michael Harris Jr. Signing off. We'll see you next week from Twin Ring Motegi.
And I approve of this message.